Hello, this is Jane Goodall. And first of all, let me welcome all of you coming to this World Design Conference. Welcome to London. And I'm so glad to know that so many of you, designers, business people, educators, policymakers, that you've all come together here and online to confront one of the most urgent challenges of our time, and that's healing our broken relationship with the natural world. I wish I could be with you in person, but I'm really glad that I can at least share a few words with you right at the start of what I hope will be 2 stimulating days as you share ideas and stories and get inspiration from each other. As I speak to you today, our beautiful planet Earth, our only home, continues to suffer. We're cutting down ancient forests and woodlands, polluting oceans, lakes and rivers, and poisoning the very air we breathe. Industrial agriculture, with its chemical pesticides, herbicides and artificial fertilizer, they're damaging the ecosystem, and the fertilizer is actually killing the soil. We're losing biodiversity at a terrifying rate. We're actually in the midst of the 6th great extinction of plant and animal life. The climate crisis is accelerating as the warming planet changes weather patterns, so we're getting worse and more frequent hurricanes, floods, droughts, heat waves, and wildfires. Conditions in marginal habitats are forcing people to seek new places to live and worsening the refugee situation. People often ask me, Jane, do you really still have hope? And my answer is yes. I believe we have a window of time when if we get together and take action, we can begin to turn things around. Thinking this gives us hope, and we need hope, for without hope, we'd become apathetic and do nothing. What's the point if there's no hope that what we're doing makes a difference? One of my best reasons for hope is because young people, once they understand the problems and once they're empowered to take action, show amazing determination, energy, and creativity. I see this in our Roots and Shoots humanitarian and environmental program for groups of young people from kindergarten through university. They're choosing projects to help people, other animals, and the environment. And there are groups now in over 75 countries. And because we began in 1991, many of our original members are adult and already in decision-making positions and keeping intact the values they acquired in Roots and Shoots of respect and compassion. You know, it's not just that young people can make a difference. They already are making a difference all around the world. And it's not only Roots and Shoots. There are other amazing youth groups as well. I also have hope because nature is so resilient. I've seen places once devastated where life has returned, where forests have regrown, wetlands, grasslands, and other ecosystems have regenerated. And many animals, once on the brink of extinction, have been given another chance. And this is all because people care. And I have hope because of the extraordinary human intellect. Scientists, thinkers, designers, people like you, are coming together to create solutions, to innovate, to reimagine a world where we live in harmony with nature rather than destroying her. A world where we think about how our decisions will affect future generations and the future of life on Earth as we know it. And design is a powerful tool to help create that world, because design influences the clothes we wear, the homes we live in, the systems we rely on. And now we're seeing extraordinary breakthroughs. in regenerative fashion that supports a more sustainable world with exciting new materials being developed and new efforts to recycle, reduce waste, and decrease the demands on natural resources. This is really a reason for hope. Designers do have a great responsibility to future generations because you are shaping the future at its very beginning at the drawing board. I'm told that 80% of a product's environmental impact is determined during the design phase. That gives you incredible power for good and incredible responsibility. Whether you're a young designer just starting out or someone who's been in the industry for many years, I urge you to learn from nature. Let Mother Nature be your co-designer. She wastes nothing. She balances every system. She creates beauty with purpose. And what about the rest of us? Every day, each one of us makes decisions that have an impact, big or small. We can choose what we eat, what we buy, how we travel, how we interact with people, with animals, and with the environment. And let me say here that one of the most important changes we can make is to move towards an organically grown, plant-based diet. Why is this? It's because the billions of animals we breed to eat, kept in unspeakable conditions, and each one we now know is an individual with a personality and emotions. They all have to be fed. So huge areas are cleared to grow grain. Gallons of water are needed to change vegetable to animal protein. And tons of greenhouse gases are emitted. Let me add, it's better for our health. Look at me at 91, and I'm a vegan. If millions of us, eventually, hopefully billions, think more consciously about our actions every day, we can begin to turn the tide. So, as you begin these 2 days together, I ask you to take this thought with you. You have the creativity, the skill, and the power to redesign the world, not just for efficiency or beauty, but for survival in the long term, for our children and theirs, regeneration, for hope. In closing, let me wish you all 2 days of inspiration and connection so that you leave ready to take action and to continue, perhaps even improve, the brilliant work that many of you are already doing. Thank you.